Hi, in this video, we're going to go over how to use linear gradients in CSS. So to start, we just have this HTML item with an ID of background. To reference it, we do #BG, which is the ID. So ID is BG, and then we'll put this information in it. Just for visualization purposes, it's covering the entire back, which I did by setting the position to fixed. So it's relative to the window. Top 0, left 0, so starting in this corner, and then it has a width and height the same size as the window here. To use a gradient, we use background image. So this will set a gradient as the background image of whatever the element is that you have. And use the linear gradient function, and you just put in here two colors, right? So I could just as easily have done this and said purple to olive. Should look pretty ugly, but so it goes from the color purple to the color olive here, and in a linear fashion. So here it's 100% purple, here it's 100% olive, and it just sort of slowly changes. Please don't do purple to olive. If we were to want it to go from a corner to another corner, we can say to the bottom right, and it'll start up here at the top left and go to the bottom right. We could come over here and say left to bottom left. Yep, there we go, and it switches orientations. We can even put in an additional color stop here. We're going to see it will add a color stop there. So this function here takes the direction as the first argument and then color stops as any additional arguments. And if you leave out the direction, it'll be smart enough to know that. You can also do a radial gradient. It'll start at the center, and towards the outside, there'll be a different color. And so that can be useful as well. Generally, though, you want to be really careful with stylistically with using gradients. They look nice in limited circumstances, and you have to be very judicious in how you use them. They can look kind of funky and quirky if they're misused, but they can be helpful and useful sometimes. So just keep that in mind.